All right, my people, what is happening? Welcome back. So it is the morning of the wedding. Well, not the morning of the wedding, but the morning that we travel up to Cavan for the wedding. So there is a family dinner and this kind of like meet and greet, get together kind of thing tonight. And then tomorrow is the wedding. But we're going to be traveling up today, this afternoon at around 12 o'clock. So it is currently 8:30 now. I'm getting prepared to get myself into the gym to have a nice early session before we head up. But I have done one very, very important thing this morning, which I'm going to run you through now, which is to meal prep for the next 3 days, okay? Because I'll obviously be having a meal this evening and I'll be having a meal tomorrow for the wedding, but outside of that, absolutely nothing changes, okay? So as you see here, I've just cooked up all the chicken that I actually need for the next 3 days, okay? So when I am traveling and I need to kind of bulk cook food, what I'll do is like just weigh out all the chicken breasts, like in the breasts. I will put them on trays, wrap them in tin foil, obviously season them, and then I'll just pop them in the oven and take them out like 25 minutes later, and they are perfect like that. They're lovely and juicy and they stay really good for a couple of days. So I've bulk cooked all my meat. I'm gonna put that in one big fuck off lunchbox and then just weigh it out as I need to. I've also cooked some rice here, okay? So I've cooked up that rice. We've got about 700 grams of rice. I only need 600 grams of rice, but I've cooked an extra 100 grams of rice just in case. And to be honest, of that 600 rice that I need for the next 3 days, I'm probably not going to eat it all because I will be making some substitutions to my plan for the meals I'm going to be having off, right? So basically what I've done is I haven't cooked up my mince for the next 3 days, right? So I'm gonna remove the mince as like my protein source, and that's also gonna bring my fats down a little bit. What I'll probably do as well is when I have my oats meal in the morning time, right? This morning that I already have, and when I have my oats meal tomorrow, I'll just pull the eggs or the almond butter, or the eggs and the almond butter from that meal to buy me back some fats for later in the day when I will be having the meal at the wedding, which is probably gonna be higher in fat. Like realistically, even if I get like steak and spuds, it's probably going to be mashed potato with butter and cream, okay? The steak is probably going to be cooked in oil and garlic butter. So even though it might look like, oh, it's a tiny bit of steak and potato, it's going to be loaded in hidden fats. And this is something you have to realize, guys, when you're going to a wedding or you're eating out in a restaurant or any of those things. You might just think, oh yeah, I'll just get like a steak and potatoes. That's like a substitution for one of my meals. Yeah, it might be protein and carb-wise, but there might be way more fat in it than normal. So anytime I know I'm having an off-plan meal or I'm eating out or anything like that, I pull some fats from the remainder of the day to make sure I don't go over, and then I will match my protein and carb sources kind of like for like, okay? And that's the best I can do to mitigate any damage that's going to be caused. It's exactly the advice that I give to all my clients who have very good success in their fat loss phases and managing these social occasions. So practicing what I preach, guys. I do the exact same thing I tell my clients to do. Why? Because I've done it myself. It's worked and it works with them, okay? So if you're hiring a coach, guys, make sure you get a coach who actually does what he tells you to do. Make sure you get a coach who's actually in the shape that you want to be in, okay? And has the habits you want to have and all those other sort of things, because there's a lot of fucking frauds out there these days, guys. But anyway, I need to actually cut up this chicken, put it into a lunchbox, and put the rice into a big, huge lunchbox. Hopefully I can find one because there's a lot of rice there. I'll probably have to put that into 2 lunch boxes. But anyway, I'm gonna get all this prepped up and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Now, you just wait until you see how juicy these bad boys are gonna be, okay? So this is the only way to bulk cook chicken, okay? See that? It's not gonna be dry at all. I probably had it left in the tin foil for a little bit too long. It should be a little bit juicier than that, but that is gonna be moist chicken. Oh, wow, look at that fucking, look at those arms. So, I'm gonna chop all this up now. I just go down along the side like this, right? Turn the chicken breast and then just go bang. And then it's in nice tiny chunks of chicken, because then when you eat the chicken, it's already in small chunks, so it takes less chewing and less time to actually digest and break up, right? So I'm gonna chop all of this chicken up. And what I'm also gonna do is, for accuracy, I am going to weigh it in this bowl on this scales. I've weighed the raw weight of the chicken. I'm going to then weigh the cooked weight of the chicken just to ensure that I can do a little bit of a calculation so that when I am proportioning my chicken out per meal for the next couple of days, I am being accurate with the amount of chicken that I am eating, even though every single portion I'm going to have is going to be 225 grams of cooked weight. I want to know what, or 225 grams of raw weight. I want to know what that is in cooked weight. So all I have to do is just weigh it all cooked once, divide it once, and then when I'm putting it into the portions for the meal, it'll be nice and accurate, right? And I'm going to do the exact same thing with the rice. So once the rice is kind of fully absorbed, I'm just going to take it out of that big pot over there and put it in another bowl and weigh it. And then I'm going to know what the cooked weight is versus the raw weight. You divide the cooked weight by the raw weight. That'll give you a number. So for the chicken, it might be 0.75. For the rice, it might be 1.25. And then if you have, let's say, a 100 gram raw weight rice portion, you multiply 1.25 by the 100, and that'll give you 125 grams cooked. That's what you do, okay? So this is something I kind of run over with my clients quite a lot as well, if any of them do meal prep and any of them bulk cook. So always, guys, make sure, right, if you are bulk cooking, you weigh the raw first, you weigh the cooked afterwards, so that when you're kind of splitting the food up, you know exactly what you are consuming, because sometimes you will have different portions for different days, okay? On your training day, you might have 75 or 100 grams of raw weight rice per meal. On your rest day, you might only have 50, okay? And especially when you are dieting, right? Or, you know, if you're in a position where you're reversing like I am and you're really focused on training performance and you want to have the majority of food on your training day, it's important that you actually are eating more carbs on the training day and you're not just kind of splitting everything up evenly. All right, so I'll chop the rest of this up now, guys. I won't bore you with too much waffle about meal prep and all that other sort of stuff, but this is just stuff that I kind of actually take for granted because I've been doing it so long. I just assume that like everyone does this, or everyone knows how to do this, or everyone knows these like tips or whatever, when in actual fact they're things that I find myself going over quite frequently with clients, and I've probably just been doing it so long that it seems like common sense to me, but it's actually not common knowledge, you know what I mean? It's just kind of stuff that I've figured out throughout the years along the way, and I need to probably talk about it more in the YouTube videos because some people might actually find it useful, okay? So yeah, guys, we'll catch up in a little bit. We have arrived at Virginia Park Lodge. Take a look at this place. It's got some serious barn vibes, doesn't it? This is where I'm going to be staying for the next 2 nights. And there's Leah panned out on it, just giving it a test run. They actually came in first with like... They came in first with like this tiny fold-up bed, and I was looking at it like scratching my head like, oh my god. And I went upstairs to the lads, I was like, I can't sleep on that thing or I'll fall through it. But then they came back and they were like, yeah, we brought the wrong bed. And they have this sturdier yoke. So is it comfortable?
Yeah.
The mattress doesn't look very thick.
No.
So hopefully I'll be able to sleep on it. But I'll be alright. But look at this fucking shit.
Welcome to Virginia Park Lodge. Please stand by and welcome to the bridesmaids and groom man.
Yes, guys, what's happening? Long time, no update. 2 very tired heads this morning. It's currently 20 to 7 in the morning. We are just pulled up in Dublin Port now, about to get the ferry back to the UK. Cannot wait to get back to our little gaff in Rotherham and put the pull-out couch into lounge mode for the day, isn't that right, Chloe? Oh. And catch up on all the House of the Dragon that we've been missing as well. We've got 2 episodes to watch. And I keep going onto Instagram and seeing spoilers and going, and scrolling past them. So we're getting meal number 1 into me now. We've been up since 3:45 in the morning. So I'm fucking ravenous. And wrecked. So yeah, just got up, took my supplements, had a monster, and then just like hit the road. So I'm absolutely fucking starving now, but I cannot wait to just get on this ferry. We're on the quicker ferry as well, thankfully, so only 2 hours over. Should be in Holyhead at like 9:15, I believe. No, 9:45, and then we just have to get home to Rotherham, but I have a call at 2:30, so I need to get back before then. But absolutely exhausted, and it's been a very productive trip home. I got to meet like so many people, like family friends, like I literally met everyone, and like pure serendipitously as well. Like one of my mates
I was like, he wasn't at like that barbecue I was at, and I was like, fuck, I must give Chrissy a text. And it just slipped my mind. And then I was walking down the street in Clonmel there the other day, and then I just heard a fella in front of me going, oh well boy, and it was Chrissy just walking down the street in front of me. So I got to chat to him, and just like met a couple of people in the gym. Met one of my friends who I haven't actually seen in 6 years as well in the gym. So yeah, he was definitely surprised by the way I look. I definitely look a lot different since the last time he's seen me, and probably like 20 kilos heavier, and all the piercings and everything else. So, and the mustache, of course, which is not going anywhere anytime soon. That right, C Chisel? Oh, she's very grumpy this morning. So yeah, that's the update, guys. Very productive trip home. Got to do a lot, but definitely very exhausting. I met like all of Chloe's family as well, even her uncle who's home from Australia. So yeah, like we ticked every box we possibly could have ticked in terms of like meeting everyone. So the social batteries are drained, physical batteries are also drained as well. It's been like 5.5 weeks now of training flat out. Normally after like the 5-week mark I usually need a deload, and obviously the last like 2 weeks I've kind of been training different gyms, different equipment, etc. So even I've got pretty bad leg DOMs from like a leg day that we did like fucking 3 or 4 days ago. So yeah, I think 2 or 3 days rest is on the cards when I get back. We have the MK Classic on Saturday, which I do want to go to, so chill out this evening, probably full rest day tomorrow and Friday, full rest day Saturday, and go to the MK Classic, and then I'll probably go in and do like maybe D volume legs or something on Sunday, just to get a little bit of blood flow in there, and just make sure I'm not going to go in too long without training the legs. But definitely won't be cut out for a full volume balls to the walls leg day, that's for sure. And then rest day again Monday, and then we'll start kind of back in normal routine. And I think when I get home as well, drugs are going up, GH is going back in, and we've got a pretty clear runway now for a while until I'm going to be traveling again. I think next travel is going to be September time, 8 weeks time for the PCA Ireland. So that's going to be the next little trip that I have. So it's going to be all guns blazing. Until then, I'm just going to lock in. We obviously have the MK Classic this weekend, and then MK Team Posing Seminar next week in Leeds. So a little bit of travel there, not that much though. I'll probably fucking get the train up to Leeds, to be honest, rather than driving. It'll be easier. And yeah, then for the month of August, I'm not moving. We are not fucking leaving. We are just gonna stay locked in, stay in routine, and I'll just try and get just like a really fucking productive month done. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to go over. Chloe, any thoughts? No?
I can't really see, but I'm very tanned.
Yeah, Chloe's very tanned.
Last time they seen me, I wasn't.
Last time you seen Chloe, she was in the car with me, leaving to go to Greece. Now she's back in the car with me, so we didn't record anything for our little like reunion. I've been with her for the last couple of days, guys. But yeah, I actually wanted a little bit of downtime, to be honest. I just didn't really record. A bit lax on the Instagram content. I was just kind of posting whatever. A bit lax on the stories as well. But yeah, it was nice to just kind of switch off for a while. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll catch up with you probably tomorrow.
Yeah, realistically.
Probably tomorrow, realistically. I've done this tick the box exercise now of just recording a little bit of an update. So the first portion of this vlog was me training with Connor, and that was like fucking 10 days ago nearly at this stage.
Oh god.
So yeah, but oh yeah, what?
Is this Sunday's vlog?
This is Sunday's vlog, Chloe. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know. So I better come up with something to do tomorrow.
You can just watch us sitting
because me going to the MK Classic will probably be the following vlog. Yeah, you can just watch House of the Dragon with us. I'll just record it and throw it in the YouTube video. Update with D-Mac and House of the Dragon season fucking 2. So yeah, I'll leave that there, guys, because I really need to eat this. I'm absolutely fucking ravenous. And yeah, we'll catch you in a little bit.
Oh, that was a bad one. There we go. What's happening, guys? Welcome back. So we've been home for a couple of days now. We've you can tell I'm rusty and I haven't picked up the camera in a while. Well, Chloe's picked up the camera against her will once again, right? But anyway, you can tell I'm a little bit rusty. So we've been home for a couple of days. We've gotten settled. We're back in routine. I've done about 17 loads of washing so far, hung them all up like the good house husband that I am. Not sure what Chloe's done since she's home, but anyway, that's a different story. So I've just made meal number 5 here, but just thought I would give you a little bit of an update, right? Just as I was recording or editing the rest of this video, and I just realized I haven't recorded in days. So we're back. Body weight has come up a little bit after the wedding and managing all those off-plan meals, etc. My body weight actually dropped. So I was sitting in around 101.5 to 102 kilos for like 20 something days. Okay, body weight just wasn't budging. And so Kuba upped my food again just after the wedding. Couldn't weigh myself for like 2 or 3 days because I was down in Chloe's house. And then when I got home, I had a meal out with my family. Next day I was like 103.1 kilos. So I was like 1.5 kilo-ish up from where I was after the wedding. Now I do think I probably dropped weight artificially after the wedding because I hadn't eaten that much. I reckon I was probably more so around 102 kilos, and then the weight did come up a little bit after that off-plan meal, and I didn't think I managed that too badly, to be honest. It was probably higher calories than maybe what I would have had at the wedding, but I remember consciously on that day just deciding, right, I'm not going to pull ridiculously from the rest of my food for today. I'm just going to pull what I feel like I should pull, enjoy this off-plan meal, and hope my weight actually goes up, because I hadn't in so long, right? So it went up to like 103 kilos, which was fine. Got back then, and I kind of dropped a little bit to 102.9. It was there for 2 days, and then all of a sudden, boom, it jumped up to 103.8 out of nowhere. What are you laughing at? Then it was 103.9 yesterday, and now it was 104 this morning. So we're sitting at 104 kilos, right? The weight is on the move. We are getting massive. I'm only taking my check-in photos for Kuba now once per week. I was doing 2 times per week before, so it's really hard for me to gauge now, like body composition, weight, etc. It's going to fuck up my head a little bit. I might just start taking my own midweek check-ins so I can kind of like assess my physique. Chloe's like shaking her head there, because I like assessing my physique every like 3 to 4 days, right, to see like, right, is body composition staying tight? Is this weight like a fluctuation, or is this going up too much, etc, etc? I'm probably overanalyzing things a little bit, right? But we didn't end up going to the MK Classic in the end. We did end up training and not deloading, right? Chloe's after getting sick, so she is deloading now at the moment. I'm hoping she's not giving me her aids, because my sleep has been a little bit touch and go the last couple of days. So we've a rest day today. We're into the gym for legs tomorrow, and that would be like 6.5 weeks training for me. So I'm like, kind of feel like I'm due a deload, especially because my sleep is starting to get a little bit iffy. I'm very restless, waking up during the night and stuff. That's usually a sign to me that like, oh God, you're approaching a deload here. However, I don't feel overly bad. Training performance is still on the rise. Like pull and push, the last 2 sessions were really good sessions. So I'm just going to try and ride this red line as much as possible until I really feel like I need a deload, because I'm just fucking so keen to make as much progress as I possibly can now. So that is the update, guys. I don't think I have anything else I need to cover. Is there anything else I need to fill the YouTubes in with, Chloe?
Posing seminar this weekend.
Posing seminar this weekend in Leeds. May potentially pull out with that as well. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. We don't want to move. We don't want to move. And I was meant to have, well, Cooper asked me to do a shoot for Explosive Fibres when I got back, and I was like, no mate, I can't have too much shit to catch up with. But I will go and do a shoot on Monday instead. So I'm kind of like, do I want to be travelling up to Leeds on Saturday and then travelling down to Derby on Monday? I'm kind of like, not really. But look, we'll see. We might go and do the posing seminar, because to be honest, I really need to improve on the posing, and it's only like 2 hours long, and the trip up to Leeds on the train isn't that bad. So we'll see anyway. That may or may not be in the next video. If it's not, guys, you know we've bailed and just been lazy cunts. But I'll probably take the camera into the gym anyway tomorrow for legs and just kind of see what's happening. Oh, also, right, got a little Trained by JP order. I was just telling Chloe. Absolutely typical.
It's going.
And I'm sitting in my office all day. I could have charged that fucking camera, but I didn't think it was dead. Maybe I left it on accidentally again, as I tend to do that sometimes. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, right, just telling Chloe earlier, oh, I got my pina colada EAAs back. I'm delighted. That's my favorite flavor. Opened up this fucking package, orange and mango in here. I was like, what the fuck? I put pina colada in my basket. Then I checked my email. I actually ordered orange.
You didn't tell me that.
So I'm fucking sickened. Yeah, but like, I'm sure I was like, oh yeah, pina colada, and I clicked on it. And I feel like sometimes when you like refresh the page, it goes back to like the default option, which is orange and mango. But I was raging. I opened up the box. I was like, they're after getting my order wrong. And I was like going back into the email, getting ready to send them an email to be like, send me out my pina colada. And then I actually ordered orange, so I don't know how I done that. And these fucking kilos of EAAs literally last ages. Like, I'll be 3 months getting through this now. So I feel like I want to get a pina colada one, because pina colada just hits different. But the orange and mango is very good as well, guys. So DMAC 10 for discount. Yeah. If you want to pick you up some EAAs, get the pina colada. That is the best one. Tropical second, orange and mango third. So I'm gonna have the poverty EAAs for the next fucking 3 months probably. But it is what it is. It goes with my orange and mango sustain. So it's just gonna be an orange and mango overload. It's like I'd be having porn star martinis in the gym. That's passion fruit, isn't it? Same difference when you're bodybuilder, right? So this meal is going to go cold, guys. So I'm going to get this in now. We're going to watch some Vikings of Valhalla.
Walking first.
Huh?
We're going for a walk first.
Yeah, and then we're going to watch some Vikings Valhalla, and because we're up to date. The Boys is finished. The Boys ended on a huge cliffhanger. Boys season 4, and season 5 isn't coming around until 2026.
Not impressed.
So that's a pause. I'm not impressed over that. And House of Dragon, we have 2 episodes left, thankfully. And Vikings Valhalla season 3 has just landed on Netflix just as we got back here, so that was handy. So
7 episodes of that left.
7 episodes of that. So we'll tear through that probably by the time we're fucking waiting for the next House of Dragon episode, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, that's the update. That's the update. So we'll catch up with you whenever. Thanks for watching.